In 2022, I first discovered this concept. You probably already know where it is. It's called 1% better every day. And then you see this graph where it's 1% better every day, and then it's growing exponentially, and then you see 1% worse every day, and then it's like declining exponentially. And the concept of 1% better every day basically means that you should try to improve your life by 1% every day, and then after a year, your life will be 37 times better, right? I saw this concept and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, if I can just like improve by 1%, that's like pretty easy. I can do that, right? Then my life in a year will be like 37 times better. Like, oh, that's great. Like, let me do that, right? But for me personally, I never really found that to help. I needed some like drastic one decision change in my life where I was able to go from basically nothing to something, right? And the 1% better every day just didn't seem to work for me. It's like, if I hadn't, let's just say I don't have any screenshots of my screen time, but I remember it being pretty high. Let's just say I had an average of 8 hours screen time a day, right? Let's say I improved my screen time by 1% a day. It's like, great, now you have 7 hours and 50 minutes of screen time. It's like, it's like, it's not 1% better. That's like a lot better, because now you're actually restricting something, whereas before you weren't restricting anything. So I just really think like you can use the 1% better concept / strategy for some things, but I think for certain things like removing something from your life, it just like it doesn't work. Not for me at least. Maybe it works for you, but like, let's say it's something in the gym where you try to get 1% stronger every workout. Sure, that's doable. That's like fine. But when it's removing something, personally for me, it just hasn't worked. If it's the same for you, I hope this video actually helps you, and where you are able to see this like one big decision where it's not even that difficult. But then you see this one decision, and then hopefully you can see some progress. Then you get the positive feedback loop, and then it like exponentially like improves your lives. And then you get to a position where your screen time is like really healthy, and you're only spending the time on something positive. So this is a realistic strategy that is like very simple, and you'll probably think like, yeah, duh, it makes sense. And basically what it is, I'm just gonna like spoil it, who gives a shit, is it's filling a day up with something. But this is not a normal video. It's not like all of the other bullshit videos where they are like B-roll and visual effects and sound effects and these like like all of the like stimulating videos where there's like a progress bar, and then there's like all of this stuff. This is just a one take video, no edits. Like all of the videos I've made so far, I don't know about the future, but all the videos I've made so far, I've made no edits. I've made like no simulation. The thumbnails are just a still image of the video. The only thing that I've like spent time on is like the title, and then that's it. Other than that, it's just like non-stimulating. I'm just trying to help my younger self from 2022 get over this like big obstacle in his life. So I hope you're like, I don't hope you're like younger me, but I hope you're like willing to try to improve your life, and I hope you're watching this video with some motivation and like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And it's not that this doesn't take any effort. It takes a bunch of time and effort anyway. So just like try to stay focused. This video will probably help you, and it's much better than all the bullshit that you're watching, like scrolling YouTube Shorts or TikToks, Instagram Reels, whatever, right? Watching people literally get run down by cars anyway. You can just see I've cut my screen time. The only thing that I consume is podcasts, listen to music, I play chess, sometimes I read books, and that's basically the only things that I spend my time on my phone. Then I also like, for example, right now I have this notes where I have like some kind of outline to go off of these videos, so that I don't just completely go off the track and talk about something random like football or something. So yeah, I also spend time on that, like notes and like alarm clock, right? So I am no different to you, basically. I was struggling. It took me 3 years to actually like remove the consumption, and I could imagine you're probably younger than me, right? and you've probably had it harder than me also, because I am what's it called? I'm 17, right? And I spent my life where I was in front of a screen. Like I feel like my earliest memories are from me playing this Agar.io, if you know what that is, on this like tablet. So I could imagine if you're younger, you've also had a screen in front of your eyes your whole life, basically. So it's also very, very difficult for you. But it's like, I'm just a chapter ahead of you, basically. How many, like, if you've never tried quitting your phone or anything, I'm just gonna be honest with you, I don't think this is gonna work for you, because it took me multiple tries to even get closer to quitting my phone. But like, if you, again, this is just a one cut, I don't edit the fucking videos here. Anyway, if you've tried something and it hasn't worked for you, I think this can be beneficial for everyone. But I just want to keep your expectation realistic. If you have never tried quitting before, you're probably not that motivated. But if you have tried quitting before and it has failed for you, you're probably more motivated. So like, anyway, I'm just gonna try my best, okay? So in 2022, I started going to the gym in about mid 2021. I started going to the gym there then. And then in like the beginning of 2022, I first discovered these videos of like removing screen time and reducing screen time and like improving attention span, whatever, all this kind of stuff. And I didn't take action, obviously. But the days when my screen time was the worst were on my rest days. You know, when you're working out, then it's like very usual to have like a push day, then you have a pull day, then you have legs. And then the fourth day is basically rest. And on the rest days, I would just like go home and then I would just like basically consume the whole day. And it was like, I just basically wasted all the time on that day, where I could have like gone to the gym as well on that day. Anyway, so I wasted all the times on the rest days. Those were the days plus the days where I was sick. But on the rest days, I had a fuck ton of screen time and it was horrible. So when you fill up your day with an activity, you don't spend that time on the bad thing. And it makes sense, obviously. But if you aren't doing any sport, like if like the only thing that you're doing is going to school and going home, then obviously you'll spend all your time at home doing the bad thing. If you, on the other hand, go to school, then you go with one or two of your buddies to the gym, make some gains, fill up your time with something else, and then go home. Then the maybe like 2 hours that you spend at the gym, you weren't able to like consume on your phone. So that's 2 hours of less screen time. Let's say you have like 8 hours of screen time, right? Let's say we give you like a 4 hour every single day. Like, let's say we get you to go for a walk every single day, like 45 minutes. We get you to go to the gym. We get you to do like something else, right? If you're just able to fill up your time with something, and I know it's much easier said than done. You have to go sign up to the gym. You have to do this and that and this and that. But if you can fill up your time with something, which I know you can, obviously you can. I think you should really like try to, when this video is done, I think you should just like close down YouTube. You've already consumed enough. Close down YouTube and then really just like think about a few things that you could do that could fill up your time with something. And like, obviously I could say like, oh yeah, you should also watch the other YouTube videos I've posted where I've also said some things. Or if you're from the future, like if you're a few months in the future, click the first link in the description also. I don't know if this is a weird example, but let's say that you think getting tempted is a bad thing. Let's just imagine we're in Adam's and Eve's garden, like, you know, the heavenly garden or whatever, right? And you aren't supposed to eat the apples on the tree, right? Let's say you spend all your time sitting under the tree. Do you think you will be more tempted to eat one of the apples if you sit right under the tree, or if you go do something else, like if you go away from the apple tree, you're obviously less likely to eat one of the apples. So it's like, go away from the place where you consume. If the place where you consume is your fucking bed, then go away from your bed. If the place is consumed is just like generally your home, then like try to go like more outside. Try going to the like park. Try playing some football with your friends. Try like going more to the gym. Just try to spend some time on something, right? And like you could do this. You could literally do this right now. You could, if you really wanted to, and if you had the motivation to, you could literally right now, when this video is finished, you could literally close down YouTube. You could sit in your room for a second. You could think about an activity that you could be doing, whether that be like playing the piano, playing football, whatever, right? You could figure that out right now, like today. Then you could sign up to that thing today. And then you could start, if it was the gym, you could start tomorrow. You could start next week. And then your screen time will like drastically drop just from that. I hope this video was like valuable to you. Do all the YouTube algorithm stuff. And please do this, like pause the video. Just do it. Sit down, think about something that you could fill up your day with and go do it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Go do it, please. Close on YouTube, go do it, please. Please, please, please.